Hi, and welcome back to another episode of UltrasXI. I'm your host, Joe Geneva.
And I'm Alex.
And we're joined today by Uncle Sanno, or Alessandro, or just Sanno, and Daniel Florez. Thank you, guys.
Or Barcelona Knights.
Oh, yeah, Barcelona Knights, Latino Heat, the list goes on. Daniel, I don't know if you remember, is a Barcelona fan. Sanno, to my left over here, is an Inter fan. We thought it would be kind of comedic to have them both on. But before we get into any of that, sorry, guys. I know you want to say something.
Worries.
I see Sanno over here giving me the stank face. Merchandise, if you haven't already,
Yes,
go look
guys.
at the website.
Checked it out.
Al's wearing the new
Got
hoodie.
the sweaters right here.
And here, sorry for that long turn. Here is the long sleeve shirt.
This is my personal favorite.
Show
Yeah.
the back. Show the
Yeah,
back.
I was gonna say the
the
back is the best part. It's like I'm a new signing right now. You know, there's my number
Look at
in
that.
there.
Beautiful,
Signed for
beautiful.
Ultras 11.
No,
you know?
yeah, that's
It's actually really good
if there's
quality.
anything you're gonna get on the website, that's sure you got to get.
I was just about to say it's embroidered, really good quality. I don't mean to just throw it like it's a piece of meat.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
watch that.
but yeah, okay. Let's get into this now.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, dude, relax. Flores, I'm gonna come for you first.
Here we go.
So you've had almost a year under Xavi.
Mm-hmm.
How would you so far rate his progress? What he's doing? You know, your big transfer market this summer. Haven't spoken to you in a while, so that's why I gotta.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's I think it was pretty good. I think he's doing pretty good. Obviously, Champions League's a little different right now, but next game against Inter again. We'll see how that goes, and then depending on that,
That's why I invited you guys here after that first game.
and see how you put us on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah,
Smart.
we can't have them beside each
Couldn't
other.
put you guys too close.
We'll see how it goes in Champions League. I think in the league he's doing well. We finally have more depth now,
Yeah.
but we still have, shockingly, the youngest team in La Liga.
Well, I mean,
And so I think we're good. I think the way Xavi's been playing the players and everything, managing them, I think it's been pretty good so far.
now, do you think Kessie? This is a question I genuinely actually want. Do you think Kessie was actually a good signing? So remember, I disagreed and thought he'd be the worst signing ever for Barcelona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
I
said
saw
he
you
was
get signed.
he was strictly just a depth player.
But I was gonna say, has he been doing well? Has he? What are your thoughts on him?
He's been okay. He's been solid, I guess. Not like I don't know. You don't see much of him now. If he does come on, it's late in the game. So I can't really judge him based off that.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's good. Like I said, it was a depth signing.
And
Right, he was free.
I guess it's
Might
hard
as well.
It's hard to kind of break into
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
midfield that they already have set up there, and especially because those guys are doing so good.
Yeah,
He is a good player, and I think he could fit into the team. But I just with
It's
those
nice
guys,
seeing
the way
De Jong
they're
getting more credit
playing,
too.
yeah, with the guys.
That midfield's beautiful.
That's what I'm
right
saying.
now.
The way
I
and
mean,
the form that they're in, like
don't touch something that's not broken.
exactly. That's what I mean. You're not gonna start fucking around with it now.
Yeah.
And
No, don't leave it alone.
Inter-
What about us?
nothing. No, I just had a bad cough.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Flu season,
It's
you know.
COVID, flu
yeah.
season.
Anyways,
no, but with on like sorry, I want to know like with Barca, like are you surprised that like right now I know they're first place. I know it's still early on, but like it's like got a lot of new players that they got this summer that are now starters. Are you surprised at how good they're clicking together right off the bat?
I still think that there's you still got to give him time at the end of the day.
Like
You look at recently, at the end of the day, Lewandowski's gonna get his goals, but
yeah.
there's times where I don't know if it's just desperate times for Barca, like when they're losing, like with Inter, they're throwing in crosses nonstop. Are they good crosses? No, because they're
Nah,
coming
it's
from
just-
Sergio
yeah.
Roberto or whatever. But I think that's gonna come later on in the season. I don't think it's gonna happen right now. But besides that, the team's been the same minus what? Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski,
And then the back line.
Rafinha's been playing too.
Rafinha's been kind of inconsistent though. I still love him as a signing. Great, it's something different.
Yeah,
But-
it's still new for him. He's still got to get some time to click.
Yeah,
and
yeah. You can't
figure out and get that chemistry with the team.
Yeah,
because-
it's gonna
think
take time.
I think the back line for Barcelona is still a very questionable thing. Yeah, you got Christensen, you got Koundé, but realistically speaking, like that right back role, like
We don't have a right back.
exactly.
We signed
Like,
Bellerin.
Exactly. Like I like Bellerin. I like him as a player. I like him as a human.
Yeah,
Great guy.
I like him
whatever.
as a person. I don't know.
Yeah, and he has great fucking style. But sorry, is he
Cold.
like? Yeah, cold. is he the way going forward? Because I've seen they've experimented with putting Jules Koundé on right back.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be better for them? Jules Koundé as a right back, or actually
It's
investing in
having him as a right back it's not bad because when they're attacking,
they switch like a
they
three-man
switch to a
back line
three-man back.
almost? Yeah.
Right? So it's not too bad. You just don't have that offense from that wing that Barca used to, like the old vintage Barca had with Dani Alves, and
Yeah.
prime Jordi Alba and everything. But
Jordi Alba's still kicking, eh? I love that guy. Little
Still going.
bastard.
but we definitely do need a proper right back. I think for times like this, like with Koundé out.
Yeah.
Now we have
And
nobody.
Ronald Araujo's
Araujo's
out too.
Christensen's out.
They have like no defenders.
Buddy,
right
no
now.
back-
Jared
last
PK
game.
is coming back from the
Hey,
dead.
he's been playing well though. PK's actually the last 3 games he's been playing.
Yeah, sure.
like
the pressure's
vintage.
on him. That's why he.
Now he's
feel
like
like that
now he's
guy.
in demon mode because everyone hates him
Yeah.
because he left because what happened with Shakira.
And everyone knows Shakira's the reason why he was successful.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
It's true.
You have to be successful with a lady like that by your side. I'm sorry. It's just
Can't be a flop.
That's right. Now everyone hates him, so
Yeah.
now
the
he's like, fuck
Inter
everybody.
versus sorry.
No, I was just saying PK said fuck everybody now.
The Inter versus Barca match. Very controversial.
Very.
Was it very controversial?
I don't know. That it was kind of like a statement / question. Like,
Did
was it
did you watch
controversial?
the game?
I watched it.
Did
Oh,
you,
yeah.
did you see
Oh, yeah.
that call at the end?
I'm not gonna comment or speculate yet. I want to hear what both of them have to say because Sanno doesn't think it was. Flores, I think, does.
100% it was a handball.
Oh no, I 100% agree that it was a handball.
Oh, okay. I was
Now,
gonna say-
controversial. I think Barcelona had enough time to put in away like 2 or 3 goals against Inter, so I think it's on them. Yes, okay, handball. It sucked. It bad bounce. You didn't get the call. Should have been a pen. Should have been 1-1. I agree. But controversial. At the end of the day, Barcelona dominated possession. Like they were all over Inter. They should have won more by like they should have just popped in like 4 goals against Inter.
No.
Like at the end of the day, as much as you want to blame the ref, blame the VAR, which is valid that they sucked. There was a terrible calls. And I agree. It was a handball. Like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's a handball. Dumfries an idiot. He does that all the time. The last 2 years, he's done that. Good player, works hard. But when he's in the air, he gets lost and his hands just kind of float.
yeah, he's just a big guy.
Big guy.
Where you going?
And I saw
Just keep going.
it right away. I was like, that's a handball. And like the fact that they reviewed it and said it wasn't a handball is ridiculous. Like I've always said, people that are running VAR is a great idea. People who run VAR, all morons.
Well, that's the weirdest part because the ones that run VAR are usually the more experienced referees.
Experienced
like,
idiots.
Is it just
You're
is it
right.
just me or like I feel like every year that we've like now we have VAR for how long has it been like what 3-4 years
gotten
now?
worse.
Yeah,
Every
it's
year it
getting
just gets
worse.
worse and
Oh
worse.
yeah,
like,
dude.
But
every time.
At the end of the day, the way I look at it, VAR is still like it's a ref that's deciding the call.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
At
what's
the end of the day, the ref
difference?
could turn around and say,
But it's just
"Nah,
that-
I don't want to go review it."
It's just
Fuck
that
off.
the,
you know?
the referee, like the VAR ref has the ability to look at the actual screen and see the foul and be like, okay, yeah, you know what? He did get a foot, like his foot did hit him.
yeah.
That is
go
a penalty.
check, yeah.
You know what? Okay, and he tells the referee, okay, you know what? That is a penalty, or it was close. Go give it a look.
Yeah.
But I get that. It should, like, if you talk about it and like the actual idea of it, it should work. But then you see some of these calls and like week in and week out, and you're like, okay, like something's wrong here. Like this is not right. This shouldn't be happening, especially with this kind of technology. It's crazy.
And the fact that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the referee was told to go look at
yeah.
the handball.
Yeah. Every
And
time.
he said play on, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous. If you're going to the sideline looking at it for yourself,
but I'm saying if they're telling you, like, hey,
yeah,
go
like
look at it,
more than
because-
not, like if they're telling you to go look at it, you made the wrong call.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? So I still think that was a handball. 100% I agree with Flo. When it happened, it was
Yeah.
a handball. But to say controversial, at the end of the day, Barcelona dominated that game. They should have won that game regardless of what happened, regardless of all the calls that happened in the game. That's my opinion.
My biggest thing though is, do you think sometimes that those VAR non-calls have an impact on momentum or anything like that?
Absolutely, but as a coach, as someone who you need to manage that. That's the
Yes,
difference
yes.
between a good team, an experienced team, and like a great team.
Yeah, but
You go ride the waves of a storm.
yeah.
You have to. You're
But
not
I-
gonna
I-
get the calls. You're not gonna get.
I feel
all
like
the
that's
calls.
kind of discrediting even Inter, and that's your team. Like, you know, like you're kind of just saying like, oh, if you're a good team though, you should be able to pull through no matter what.
Oh no, Inter
But
played a
Inter's
good.
like I was gonna say like
played-
Inter
Inter played a good game. I think they played their best game of the season against Barcelona defensively. I think they were very like they bought in defensively. They waited. They bought their time and countered, found a goal, found the way through their defense. But at the end of the day, I also believe that Barcelona had the quality and they were playing well. They had a lot of possession. Yes, the dumb crosses all the time into the box that wasn't working. But you make adjustments throughout throughout the game. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to adapt. I'm not trying to like discredit Inter at all. I think Inter played their best game this season, but at the same time, I think Barcelona was showing enough quality that day that they should have found a way of, especially with Lewandowski. You have Lewandowski out there. He you got to find a way to get the ball to him and put it in the net. That's my opinion.
What about nobody's talking about the red card that should have happened too on
what?
Busquets, on Hakan's tackle on Busquets? Did everybody see that? Can you get a picture of that or no?
I didn't see that.
I could get a
I
picture
heard
of it
about
quickly.
I didn't listen.
That's the
Listen.
thing, like man, with like even
If you go through every game with a needle, like a thread and a needle, you're gonna find calls that were never called.
oh no, dude, there's tons. Even
There's
like
tons.
Like that's why even I was saying to Joe before, like I didn't want this to happen today because
Jesus.
That is
So,
a
I
bad
mean, that's
tackle.
not a red.
That is a bad tackle.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say here
So you guys
as an Inter fan.
you guys
that's a
can't
bad
see
tackle.
this?
100%. That's in my books. That's a red.
Yeah.
But,
But
at
that's-
the
that's
same
VAR
time,
that's VAR's
that's the
mess up.
ref's job. That's the ref's job
Yeah.
to call that. That's VAR's job to look at that.
Jesus Christ.
It's a horrible tackle. Like that's so high up. That's at his
Studs up, like,
ankle.
right at his
Studs up.
ankle.
That's terrible. That's
Yeah,
terrible
so
defending.
You
in
guys
my
can't
opinion.
see, but
like, you even see where the
we're,
ball is
we're
too.
casting this on the
Like,
TV
if I could
that's
show-
directly in front of us.
This is Busquets' leg, and Hakan's leg is
Studs up.
right here, like right there. So like, no, I'm not gonna stand here and tell you like
got nice
that should have
legs.
been a red, like flat out.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, again, you didn't get this call. You got to keep playing,
Like,
and
no,
that's
yeah.
up to Xavi to get his guys to keep going. Like use that emotion of a game because there's gonna be calls that never happen or go your
Mm-hmm.
way, and that could either motivate a team or completely derail them.
Yeah.
And it's up to the coach and manager to find a way to use that to their advantage. And Inzaghi never does that. He's
Mm. Yeah.
a horrible manager. I just
no,
want to say
that-
that. I hate Inzaghi.
that's one thing. I'm sorry that I when we got rid of Pirlo and he was one of the guys, I was like, please, I do not want to. I don't think he's a good manager, and I'm sorry that you guys were the ones that got stuck with him now.
Don't be
But
sorry.
I don't think he's like a top manager that should be managing a top team.
I said this
agree with you.
before.
He's
He
not.
doesn't have the instinct. Everyone said, "Oh,
doesn't.
because he's coming from Lazio, you hate him."
But what do you
yeah,
do
okay,
with
that is
Lazio?
partially the reason. But look what he
That's
did
fair.
with Lazio. I'm sorry,
He bottled
choked
the
the
league.
league.
He did.
He bottled the league. He bottled finals. And then I'm sorry, that fucking little prick tried to think he was Mourinho and came out and said, "My results speak for themselves. Look at the silverware I brought." You want to fucking Coppa Italia or whatever it
Okay,
was? Shut up.
you can't discredit that. He
You
won
can't
those
discredit
titles.
that,
But
that's
ever
also-
since then,
but that's also
it's been-
Inter just riding that high from the season before. They had that. They just won the league. They were on fire. They were moving still. Those cups they won. Okay, the Coppa Italia was later on, but still, look what happened in the league.
Listen,
You saw Inter bottled it in the league. They had it in their hands last year,
They
and
did
they,
the
and they
Inzaghi.
choked it up.
Inzaghi
Yeah, they did the
bottled it again.
Inzaghi.
He bottled two
but
league
that's
titles.
but that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm sorry with when you go to look at Inzaghi and everything like that. He had the perfect blueprint. Conte laid it out for him. Yeah, okay, they lost Lukaku and Hakimi, two huge losses, not discounting that or whatever. But you still had the core of the team.
Absolutely.
Your midfield stayed intact, and to me that is
and your defense, you still had the best three center backs
Exactly,
in the
okay.
league at the time. Right now,
Exactly.
they're not playing like that. They're
you
out for
you
lunch.
lost a wing back. Okay, that's huge, but you could get
You
another.
had Perisic who was playing like he was 25 again.
Exactly. You lost Lukaku. Okay, that's huge. Whatever. You replace him with Dzeko.
You had
it-
Sanchez coming in 90 minutes. scoring goals.
It just goes to show he's not a good coach and he doesn't know how to manage a game.
No, I agree with you. I
The
completely
game
agree
was
with
tied against
Yeah,
Roma
everyone
1-1.
kind of forgets like those last year how big of a part like Sanchez and Perisic were the reasons they won those cups.
you. Perisic legit got better and better throughout
Even
the
Vida
whole
when
season.
when Vida was coming in last year. Was
Yeah,
making,
he had
was
his
making a
moments where he was
difference,
being
like,
a
and
bonehead,
But I'm
but-
saying, but just to close out a game and
He
just
was
be that
perfect.
annoying guy, he was perfect.
We don't have that closer. Like, to be fair, Vecino, he's having a good year. He's having a good year with
Yeah.
Lazio,
Yeah.
and like he's staying healthy. Vecino was always that physical midfielder that closes out games. We don't have that right now. We really don't. If you think about it,
Gagliardini could.
I think he's
still-
garbage.
I
I think he's garbage too. No, 100%.
Like, I like him.
He was
But
supposed to be something good, and
He's
not
every time I
even a
see him on the
backup.
field, I think he has 2 left feet.
Yeah.
That's how I describe
he's a starter
Gagliardini.
for like Sassuolo or something
Sampdoria,
now.
go
Yeah,
back to-
Sampdoria,
yeah.
but not in the top team.
But
Jesus.
overall, yeah, Inzaghi terrible. Like I said, give him a chance last year. Let's see what he does. He won 2 trophies.
yeah, then he won the 2
awesome.
trophies. You're like, you know
Lost-
what? Ride it out.
He lost 1 trophy.
Yeah.
And this season's been awful.
Yeah.
His decision making's been awful. The way he manages games, the way he uses his subs. You have 5 subs, and he doesn't know how to use them. It's embarrassing.
Well,
It's very embarrassing.
The Roma Inter game, something wasn't right. Something wasn't right.
Wasn't clicking the first
Mourinho
half.
made a halftime sub. Well, not Mourinho. I think it was Salvatore Forti.
But Mourinho
I was
probably-
gonna say it was probably texting.
probably-
Hey,
That's when Mourinho was in
Mourinho
the bus
probably
that
had,
game.
like,
Mourinho was in the bus that game, but he
or
probably
a game plan
texted.
before the game. Like, listen, if we're 1-1 or 1-0 up on Inter, these are the guys that want to come on.
Yeah,
on
and
the
you
field.
saw we made a halftime sub, and did we start dominating the game? No, but you saw there was that tactical shift, whereas Simone Inzaghi waited, and rather than being like proactive, he's reactionary. Oh, now we're 2-1 down.
That's swell.
Let me do
Let me
something.
sub half the bench on,
Whereas, okay,
field.
we're 1-1. I could still control the tempo and everything of this game. I'm gonna make a sub. No, they were at home too. I'm
You
sorry,
gotta set the
when-
tone. I'm sorry, you're Inter. Like you
We're
have to set
Roma,
the
we
tone.
suck.
Yeah.
Like you have to set
Against
the
mid-table
tone.
Roma, you have to.
You have to say we've lost all
I don't
our
want it. Wait, hold on. I'm cutting you off. I don't want to hear mid-table from you, but right now,
Inter's
they
lost.
lost to Maccabi Haifa
Joe,
today.
we spoke about. We had to. After Kanye's comments, we had to, man. We did it for everybody.
I don't want to hear nothing. You're going to be joining us for Thursday night football.
No, we're not. We're not gonna make it to there. We're skipping past that. We're just gonna be playing once a week again.
I'm sorry, Sano.
I don't
No.
understand this. This
Flo, go ahead.
handball. I don't understand. I still, out of all the years I've been playing football for how long, still don't understand handball.
Oh, no one
No,
does.
handball
There's no
nowadays
legit,
doesn't
there's-
make sense.
There's no legit rule book for football. I noticed. Like, there's no
Yeah,
like it
I agree.
changes to like different leagues. It's not all the same. It's not black
Some
and
leagues
white.
call certain things.
It's like it's very different. Like one year, it's like, oh, if it deflects off someone and then hits your hand, it's not a.
Yeah.
It's very wishy-washy. These
Yeah.
rules, I noticed.
I'm
as a
it's-
fan of the sport compared to other like high stick. I'm a hockey guy.
Yeah.
High stick's high stick. Could be intentional. Could be by accident. Could
Yeah.
be whatever. High stick is black and white. Handball should be handball. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, that's the whole thing. What is unintentional and what's deemed intentional? For me, if I'm making a slide tackle, I'm not really controlling my hands as much as people would think. Maybe I'm putting one hand down because I don't want to fucking just land on my ass. or
Absolutely,
something.
yeah.
So, and then it hits my hand. I don't really control that. You
Yes.
know? It sucks, but that, for some reason, half the time it's called as an intentional handball, half the time it isn't. And look over here. Onana deflected the ball to Ansu Fati's hand. Goal went in. Ball went in, sorry. That's a handball. That's deemed intentional. Whatever it is, his hand was
That's
out
actually
of place.
that should be deemed unintentional.
But that's what I'm saying. They deemed that intentional.
Personally, both.
But then what
should
Dumfries
be,
did, headed it onto his hand, that was deemed then unintentional.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep hearing
You
this. He headed to it.
Yeah, I'll say, it didn't hit
I'd
his
even
head.
see it hit his head.
Yeah,
at all.
there's not many angles that show. Like, I don't think he hit his head at all.
I'm seeing if this picture
5
shows
minutes
it,
after the
But
game.
in my opinion, both should be handball.
Yeah.
Because Onana, yes, he deflected it, but Fati got a hand to it, and it changes the direction of the ball. It changes. It makes a difference on the play.
I
It
don't know.
does.
Well, looking at that kind of like that
That's
picture
flat
right
out.
there, like his arm is physically way more
He's a
extended.
butterfly. He's literally
Then
he's
Ansu
flying.
Fati's
He's
hand
trying
Uh,
to fly
Fati's
right
going like this though.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
Yeah,
come on.
okay.
Come
but
on, his
you
hands are
look
up.
you look at Dumfries, he's
Both are
spread eagle like
both
this.
are yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
sorry,
you want to
sorry.
know
Oh
what
my
the
God, I'm
difference
so
is? Though?
sorry.
What the difference is? Go back
been
to
through
the
enough
Onana
today,
one.
Joe.
That's a
sorry.
reaction. Like it's just like
no,
a bang,
exactly, but-
bang, bang play.
I thought it was if Onana touched it and then it hit Fati from close, like literally he's right beside him. Like that's why his hands were up. If you watch the replay, his hands
yeah.
were up because Onana was about to punch him in the head.
Yeah, he's
So
reacting.
his reaction was to just protect his face. It deflected off Onana and hit his hand.
And then went in.
Shit, never mind. Look at
It didn't even go
Darmian's
in.
hand. Darmian looked like he was about to grab the back of his neck. And
yeah, it looks like he's about to foul him.
He's about to pull him back.
Like,
no,
what's
no,
going
no.
on there?
The ball didn't go in from Fati. It just
No, it just went
it
just
it
deflected.
grazed his fingernail, went to Pedri.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
was the goal.
Oh, really? I thought it.
No, it didn't
I
go in.
didn't,
off
I
the-
didn't watch the game. I just watched the
Fati's
highlights.
fingers, and then it went to Pedri, and Pedri put it in.
And wait, that they actually called that no goal.
They
No
called that
goal.
no goal. And he went to go check that too.
I personally think though both
Did he go-
should
he-
be
did
called
he go check the
handball.
actual
Oh
monitor?
yeah, but that's what I'm
Because-
saying.
Yeah,
Did he want to go
Even
check the
though
screen?
Fati
Check the
doesn't
monitor.
mean he's trying to protect himself, Fati's hand getting in the way of the ball can push the direction to Pedri. And it so happened it went to Pedri. And that's why it was called a handball.
Yes.
Dumfries, same thing. He kind of had an advantage because he touched it with his hand. It should be deemed a handball because he's taking the opportunity from the other. Who's that Barca player? I don't know.
Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati. He's taking the opportunity away from him, and he's causing a change of direction to the ball. So that's a handball to me. That both are handballs.
Yeah.
Both are clear examples of handball.
Well, to me, I feel like
Intentional or not intentional. Fati, yeah, he's trying to protect his face. Still hit your hand. Still
Yeah.
hit your hand, and it
Yes.
went to your player and went in the back of the net. This Dumfries, he's trying to go for the ball with his head. It might have hit his head. It might not. You still hit your hand. It's a handball. Call it a handball. And
we,
it needs to be more clear. And call that.
That's a terrible-
That's a terrible tackle. I don't know.
Imagine
how,
if he had his leg planted. That's
Yeah.
on the knee.
oh yeah, dude.
that later
he breaks,
that ends
he
your
breaks
that ends your
every
career.
part of his
that
leg
might
there.
end Busquets' career right there.
Well, I mean,
Can we
the
research
1 year he might have
VAR
left?
referee?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What?
Can we research the VAR referee? I just want you guys to see something.
What do you mean?
I mean,
The VAR referee for that game.
But at the same
I
time,
think I am FBI. Hold on.
look, criminal tackle. I understand bad, no call, but Barcelona needs to find a way to keep playing.
No,
Obviously.
I understand.
I agree. I do agree with.
I agree with that too.
Sanno
And
there.
to be honest with you, I'm not being biased or anything. That was Barca's worst game of the season.
Fair.
And that was Inter's probably best game of the
Defensively.
Defensive. Well, sure, you guys had the
we
whole,
just-
the
we
whole
just-
team in the back.
Yeah, we
No.
we literally
But-
played like just giant wall in the back, letting Barca attack us.
And I said it too. I said, okay, minus the red card that should have been
A red.
called.
Yeah.
Minus the goal that was disallowed. Barca were too slow on the build up.
Yes.
They weren't spreading that wall that Inter put. And that's why I said to you, like, I'm not defending Barca for the way they played because they've played better this season.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yes. Yes.
Like a million times better. They move the ball quicker, and that's why I said with Xavi now things are changing, and I like the way he's playing the team. But
Yeah,
with this game,
sempreinter.com.
yeah, of course.
It's the best website if you ask me.
VAR referees got decision right.
No. I disagree. Like, I'm sorry. They got it completely wrong.
Coincidentally, this same VAR referee was the one that did the Barca Bayern game.
The 8-2 one, or like this one. This.
Yeah, why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to go there?
I would hate to be that
See?
referee.
That job there.
That's fine. They've played a couple times, man.
And he's the one that didn't call the clear penalty on Dembele too.
I love
When he
how
got
he
tripped right
emphasized
into
the whole
Clear.
clear.
It was very clear. Whatever, it is what it is. It happened. Game's done. We move on.
Tomorrow's game.
Tomorrow's game is gonna happen, and
That's gonna
Let's just
be.
hope
That's
Now,
gonna
That's
be-
gonna be exciting.
I want to get both of your inputs on that. What do you think happens with that game? It's at the Camp Nou.
I think
Does-
I think
Start
Barca
slow.
takes it.
Both I was gonna say.
Start with Flo.
Both teams are gonna come out hot. They both need the win in this game.
Yes, I agree with that. But
Barca
hot
needs it
Inter
more.
needs
to
Yeah,
just
Barca.
tie.
Yeah, Inter just needs
Inter
a tie.
just needs a
Barca
tie.
needs it way more right now.
I saw a
Inter-
picture
dude.
of Inter practicing 5 at the back.
Yeah.
They're gonna just
They're gonna
plant,
park the
They're
bus
park
going-
the
tomorrow.
bus all game.
I think
So,
Materazzi's coming out of retirement for that game.
I think so too. We need him. We need that leader.
He just looks at yours. He's like,
Daniel,
We do need him.
what do you think?
for tomorrow.
I think Barca wins 3-0.
That's
3-0.
I also the reason
Jesus, I was thinking maybe a humble approach.
no
maybe
3-0. Lewandowski's gonna There's no way like even last game against Celta on the weekend, he was shut out completely, like just missing MIA. I don't think he's gonna go 3 games in a row shut out like that. But we also got Frankie De Jong back, and when I say that
that is massive.
Barca needed to move the ball quicker, I think he's. I know he's on the bench now, and that midfield is just beautiful, like Pedri, Busquets, Gavi. But with De Jong, when he goes in,
I hate him.
he penetrates that back
Yeah.
line as a midfielder. So I think with Inter now, if they're going to be
so fucking good, man.
Yeah,
if
dude.
they're going to
How
be
he
playing at the
Pisses
back
me
like
off how
that,
good he is.
How he was on the chopping block to be sold is way beyond.
I mean, I do get it because I mean, realistically, other than that team, like you're not gonna get rid of Pedri or Gavi.
or Gavi.
They're both
Everybody
amazing.
else, like who really has a value, a big value.
Ter
like De
Stegen,
Jong
maybe?
does. Not really. I don't think anymore. Not as much as De Jong.
I didn't
No,
like that
De Jong
either. I
has
didn't like
huge
Rafinha
name
on the
value.
left side.
Yeah, because he's usually on the right.
He's on the right, and Dembele, he's double-footed. Like I don't understand why he.
Yeah.
I don't
Dembele-
think he even
Keep
knows what
Handanovic
foot
on
he
the bench.
is.
Man, Torres has just been.
Ferran?
Yeah.
He's,
He's been.
that 50 mil could have went to another center back or something.
I saw something-
Listen, I
saw something-
personally
I saw
think
something
he's
this
a bad-
week.
not
I
a
saw
bad
something
player,
this week.
sorry.
Someone's like, I'm trying to start telling everybody that we signed Christensen for 55 mil and we got Fernan Torres for free because at least it makes me feel a bit better about myself.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this team.
Jesus
Inter's.
Christ.
I believe Inter's gonna get shut out as well. I don't think Inter's gonna score. Correa's. I don't even think Correa's playing. He's
I
hurt.
feel like Inter's probably gonna go
It is.
with like a very similar lineup.
Yeah.
Correa's hurt. Martinez is fatigued. They've been saying that for the last 4 games that he's been feeling fatigued.
Yeah, sure, he's playing every game.
He's playing every game, 90 minutes.
He's carrying the
Poor
load
guy.
now because Lukaku's out too.
Dzeko's gonna be playing.
Screw Dzeko.
Martinez. Brozovic is not playing, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be, I believe, similar score. I believe it's gonna be 2-0. I don't think Inter's gonna score this game.
You think Barca 2-0?
2-0. I want, like, as a fan, I'm hoping Inter holds on or something happens.
You think it's gonna be like a back to back, or you think it's gonna be like a defensive like simulation on like Inter's part that they're just
They're
basically
gonna just
holding back and
hold on. I don't
Well, I mean,
think they
they are
want
away,
to
right?
open
So-
the advantage is on our side because, like we said, we just need the tie
yeah.
versus Barcelona. So we're just gonna hold back pretty much until they score. Then maybe try to open up, and then when
Try to
you
counter
open
them.
up, it might go to a 2-0, maybe 3-0. So I see Flo's point where as soon as they get that first goal, I think
Yeah.
Inter opens up, and Inter when they open up, Fashkiv, like they don't cover very well. Like this year. The 3 center backs, which were pride and joy the last 2 seasons, just
Yeah,
we get
dreadful.
exposed.
Bad.
We get exposed.
Even Bastoni hasn't even looked as good as he.
The
like,
as
Bastoni's
soon as he
good
could,
because
man.
but at the same time he tries to do too much now.
Yeah.
He tries to do much
He got
because
he got that praise that you know
Yeah.
everyone was saying like he's on the right track, like he's gonna be the next center back for Italy, especially with Bonucci and Chiellini
he-
going. And now it's like he's trying to do everything.
he's trying to do everything for Inter. And he
relax.
just needs to relax, just stay back. DeMarco needs to be more defensive aware. I love when he goes up and gets those crosses in, but sometimes when he's coming back, he loses his man
too excited.
and leaves
He's
Bastoni
way
out to
too
dry.
excited, yeah.
He gets way too excited. What else can I say? Like Skriniar, up and down, inconsistent year so far. DeVry, like you'll have a couple, like he has good games, but then he's been in and out of the lineup, hasn't consistently be in it. So Onana's been great. I think he should be our new starter. I don't know why you bring Onana in and not start him every game.
Yeah.
Another
Inzaghi,
dude.
you're stupid.
Ex-Barca player.
Especially with you see you see
Handanovic,
Handanovic
he's lost his step.
declining, like you
He's
see
lost
it.
his step.
You
He's
see
lost
it
his
every
step.
week. So why not go with Onana? Who's
Even looking at
actually
that
looking pretty good?
Dybala goal against Handanovic.
Yeah.
He punched it in. He literally had it in his hand. Yes, it was a
Joe-
nice. It was a nice
hey,
strike.
We stink, but Milik still scored a better goal that
My
weekend.
God,
Did,
man.
did the goalie touch it? Did the goalie touch it?
You lost to Maccabi Haifa.
Joe, we had
Today.
to.
We
You
had
don't
to.
understand. We
We
had
can't
to
talk about
man.
this. We had
This
to.
is
We can't get
disgusting.
political now, man.
Disgusting.
Kanye did some stuff, and we had to do it for them.
But yeah, I
We
just
had to help them out. They had a tough week.
Okay, fine, I'm not gonna argue again. Stay quiet about that.
Hakan's goal was very nice though.
It was, but it was such a Hakan goal.
such a hot
Fuck
goal.
Hakan.
He tries
That's-
that like 4
Yeah.
times.
He scores it once. Now dude, I guarantee tomorrow
what
he's,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna take that shot
Yeah.
6 times tomorrow. 'Cause He thinks he's gonna score again.
I think Hakan's a bum.
That's his problem.
No.
He gets like a crazy goal, and you're like, holy shit, man, what a goal! And then he just keeps trying like that free kick.
Yes.
He kept with Milan. He was trying all these far free kicks. He was trying to go straight onto net, and he can't. And he couldn't. And they were just missing
He
completely.
surprises me. I didn't realize
Mkhitaryan?
how quick he is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
quick.
dude.
I didn't
He was being
think
wasted at Roma, man.
I feel like because you see his age and you just like, and he's an ex-Roma player, and you just think he's a bum. Like no
Your
offense.
best striker's Jekyll.
Kolarov came to Inter, literally just sat the bench and won
Inter-
2 championships doing nothing.
Roma legend, dude. He was a part of the Romantanda.
I mean,
That's what we
also
call it.
Lazio legend.
He
The fact
scored.
that you guys allowed him on the team is actually
listen.
gross.
He proved he was more of a
No,
Romanista
he didn't.
when he banged in that free kick against Lazio. He went to Lazio supporters and went like this.
Yeah, Max said,
The
"Yo,
disrespect.
guys, what's
Love
up?
that.
I'm
Fired
back."
me up. I got so amped about that. I was gonna get Kolarov tattooed on my spine.
Joe just loves people just being disrespectful.
Yeah, well, I mean, Roma gets disrespected 24/7 in my
Roma
life. So,
stinks.
not talking about Roma today, all right?
Oh, okay.
Guys, I
Yeah,
wanna
we'll talk
do
about
this.
them on Thursday.
But what I do want to say is Barcelona does have a very tough run of matches coming up.
They do actually. Yeah.
You have Inter tomorrow, which we'll see.
I don't think it's tough, Joe.
It
No,
could be
that-
tough.
that-
It is.
it's still
it-
tough.
It's
in the
good.
grand-
It'll be a defensive struggle for, like I said, for
Yeah.
a bit. But as soon as they get that
It
first
won't be a
goal,
In
brief.
the-
It won't be
in
a
the
brief,
grand
and then
scheme,
they're gonna
though,
go
like-
4-0 up at first, and then sub off their team, and,
Yeah,
and
I was
rest
gonna
them
say,
for the
it's gonna be-
kids.
It's gonna be a grind, a slow grind.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, they'll have to
First
tough it
half,
out.
5-0.
Whatever. If that happens,
I
then
wouldn't be
fuck.
surprised, to be honest with you guys.
But-
I don't trust this Inter side. Sorry.
They play Real Madrid this weekend as well, back to back.
El
bigger
Clasico.
game
That's
goals.
huge.
So like
That's
that's what I'm
huge.
saying. Like, if you're Xavi, do you keep that in mind that you have
Yeah.
Real Madrid
You
to
have
take?
to.
He
Like,
already
you
said
have to.
the players are gonna have to fight through the fitness.
you know,
they-
like
What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
What's he gonna risk more? The
It's
league
true.
or the Champions League?
it's true, and that's the $1 million thing. Like,
They
Do
made all
you-
these signings. They sold their club pretty much to. I don't
they
know
sold
who.
the VAR rights actually. So
Yeah,
guys,
what I
that's
said. I
probably
said
why.
they must have sold their VAR rights. But yeah, he has no choice. They have to. The good thing is the players are young. I feel like that fitness wise, like look at Pedri. That's that.
Oh
that
yeah,
first season.
Pedri's a fucking unit.
That guy played what 100 and
Yeah, you see how much he
Or
aged in
80
one
games or
year?
Yeah, poor guy. Probably
Guy
still
went from
hasn't
you looking
slept.
for like a 15-year-old to like a 27-year-old.
Poor guy. You see those eyes?
Gavi's fine. Busquets is fine. He's been doing it for years. I just worry about the back line. The front three, how many forwards do we have? Like
Yeah.
that's
I'll say forwards. I think you're good.
so I think that will be fine.
I think you go Dembele, Lewandowski, Ansu Fati.
That's what I was thinking.
You
too.
know, like
bring
that-
Rafinha on in the second
Yeah,
half.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because Rafinha, I think, is more explosive, right? So I think he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but I think in the grand scheme with him and like whatever, I think he's best suited 60th minute. You know, he's a good player. Again, he could start a full game. I'm just saying though, like I think Rafinha, given what they like Barcelona has already, just use him as his explosiveness. You know, use him for his explosiveness. Sorry.
Yeah, my biggest fear for Barca is Lewandowski. Like I know he's gonna get through the goals, but just like his age, like and like we said, the fitness and like the games they're gonna be playing, like I just feel like it might hit him at one point, and if he goes down,
I think
I don't know if Depay is gonna be able to.
I think he'll be
because who do
good.
is Depay the only
Yeah.
is he's the only backup striker for you guys?
Isn't Depay injured?
we have Depay. Yeah, Depay's hurt. We can put Fed on as a number 9.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But he
Or even Ansu. Ansu can go number 9.
Jesus.
I know.
Look at that
injuries.
star-studded injury list. De Jong. Well, this
De
was
Jong's
before. De
back.
Jong's fit now.
Bellerin,
Bellerin,
Koundé,
Koundé,
Depay,
yeah.
Araujo.
Bellerin's not starting.
Last game on the weekend, we had
I
3
think
left
Bellerin's
backs
pretty good.
playing
I
as
Inter
our
wanted
back
him.
line.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he's
On
pretty
the weekend,
crazy.
we had
Look
3
at that
left backs
face.
playing in our back line.
Well,
Really?
Yeah. Alonso was playing center back.
that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
face of a
great
winner,
looking,
buddy.
great looking guy,
He
man.
He looks
is.
like Castro from FIFA.
So yeah, that takes us to our next little segment
Ooh.
where I'm hoping we have conjured up difficult enough players for this whole in and out experience. I see Al smiling already. I think this is Al's favorite part because he loves it. The questions
Sure,
you
not with your questions that everyone answers in
Yeah,
seconds.
okay, listen, I just want to come out and say, I think I ask pretty decent ones because in my head, it's a difficult argument.
What an eagle.
You know, I'm saying like Maicon or Cafu, you know, and everyone's like, oh, that's easy, this guy. How? You know, Maicon was a fucking animal. He was unreal.
I agree. I was gonna pick Maicon.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, oh, that's easy, Cafu. Yeah, okay, I think Cafu, I would choose that too, but I think it's more of a debate than just a straightforward answer.
Yeah.
Whatever, you guys suck.
Okay.
You both can answer it. It's not just reserved for one or the other. If you want,
Was that
to
the
try-
question? Maicon or Cafu?
No, we're not gonna ask that yet. We'll start with some Inter players.
Mm-hmm.
First one is Adriano or Milito.
It's easy. That one is easy.
See, Flores thinks it's easy, but Sano's struggling. That was an Al question.
Molito, like the seasons he played for Inter were like fantastic.
Yeah.
He was like he's literally a hero in Inter.
It was just literally short lived.
It was short lived, but Adriano as a overall player and the couple seasons he had at Inter, yes, he didn't reach that potential.
I think that's what it is too with him, man.
Like I'm sorry, like Adriano when he was on Inter was a different kind of player.
Yeah.
He could have like become the next
Ronaldo.
R9.
Yeah, 100%.
He
But
Again, you think of what
unfortunately,
could have
he didn't
been.
because of his dad passed away. He got into substance abuse and he just became super depressed.
Yeah.
Besides all that,
And that completely ruined him.
I would pick Adriano over Milito.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
So you're going with Adriano over Milito.
As much as Milito, what he did for the club I will never. I appreciate everything he's done for the club, winning the treble and everything, beating Bayern Munich by himself.
It's true. Diego Milito he did get a hero card in FIFA.
Mourinho found him out of
Adriano,
nowhere.
if you ever watch Adriano, just watch his highlights and you're like, this man was
Dude,
just
he was
a
he
physical
used to scare
specimen.
me. I
Like,
used to hate him.
before
I used to hate
before
playing him.
Ronaldinho, this was the next big Brazilian,
No.
right?
No.
So
Adriano?
Adriano? Yeah, before
dude.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, he like.
Trying to think
They
of the
played
timelines.
roughly around the same time.
They played around the same time, but
He just
like-
got
yeah,
that.
yeah,
He
yeah.
just
but
got
his
that notice
name
first.
He
Yeah.
got noticed before Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like they played around the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna
but,
say,
like,
wait, did like
No,
I was trying
no,
to
no,
I was
no.
trying to think of
No.
that.
No, but yeah, Adriano over Milito for sure.
Daniel?
Adriano.
He doesn't have to explain.
Yeah,
He's-
I hate
Yeah.
Milito. That's why.
Oh, okay. there
You hate
go.
him because his brother Gail and his
No.
bad times on Barcelona.
No. No.
You can admit it. It's fine. Gail
I hate
Milito
him.
sucks.
I hate him because of that Champions League game against Barca.
Oh, that was the year.
No, but I was overall.
yeah, that's
overall
right.
player.
He had
Overall
to
player.
beat
Adriano. 100%.
Barcelona and Bayern Munich.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that was one of the best.
Mourinho made a
runs.
comment to an Inter fan about this. Actually, remember last time they came, we went
Oh yeah, he said it outside of San Siro.
to,
It was
to a
nice.
blind
It was
Inter
nice.
fan.
It was
Very
nice.
beautiful.
Honestly, Jose, beautiful man. Anyway, next question.
Materazzi or Skriniar?
Materazzi.
You're
Come on,
beautiful.
Joe. Come on. Materazzi.
Materazzi for-
100%.
yeah, okay. I was gonna say Skriniar sucks. I hated Skriniar.
Skriniar is
No,
good.
Skriniar is
Stop.
good.
Skriniar
He's
sucks.
good. But
He
Materazzi, literally, everyone, look at me, won the World Cup for Italy. Nesta stays in, no World Cup. I'm sorry.
It's true.
He's not wrong.
You cannot prove that theory otherwise. Now, we got a coach question.
Ooh.
Antonio Conte or Jose Mourinho?
Conte.
Yeah.
Conte, just where he goes, everywhere he goes. Joe, I'm sorry, everywhere he goes. I love Jose Mourinho. Again,
Joe thought he
so
was gonna
much
get a different
love
answer.
and respect for Jose Mourinho. He won us the treble. He was fantastic. But Conte literally goes to teams that are Inter. Think about it. Jose Mourinho came to a really good Inter team.
No, he didn't. He made it good.
He came with a really good. We had Zanetti, Figo at the time. He came when Inter was really good. Schneider. We got those players already there in that system. Conte came when we had like Valero on the bench, like starting for us, and he turned that team around, and he brought us a Scudetto out of nowhere. And I gotta give the edge to Conte because he can just work his magic with.
You won a fucking treble with Mourinho, man.
But he had the team already in place, though,
peak
Joe.
Barcelona and all these other teams.
I wouldn't say that's peak peak
Joe,
MSN is peak.
MSN. When
Okay, MSN,
we
yeah.
played peak Barcelona.
No, Roma.
And look what happened.
No. In the final, I'm saying.
beat
In
peak
the final.
Barcelona.
In the final.
Okay, Joe. Okay, you let me talk. I thought this was a question for me.
I don't want to hear it.
Jose Mourinho is a great coach, phenomenal. But Conte, I'm sorry, like wherever he goes, he just grabs players. I want this guy, and he just turns the team around, turns the foundation around, and he builds good championship teams.
And he
I don't know if he's gonna do it with
installs a
Tottenham.
winning mentality.
Tottenham's a tall
I
tall
don't
task.
think he does it with Tottenham.
I don't think so either because it's a tall task, and you're in
But does
prep,
what with Tottenham?
like win a trophy with
Just win
Tottenham.
a trophy.
With
Any
Tottenham.
trophy?
Any
the,
trophy.
The million trophies that they have in
Well,
England.
dude,
But they haven't won
They
one.
haven't won
They haven't
in
won
how
one, man.
long?
I
Just
don't- I
if
don't
he
think
wins
so.
something,
Man,
they can definitely win an
Man
FA
City.
Cup or something.
but you have Man City still.
Yeah, Man City is where they're gonna play like their third stringers in that. They'll probably still win, but I don't think Man City's gonna.
They're
care
third stringers
for,
plus Holland. That's all.
I love
yeah.
Conte.
And then they'll-
I love Conte.
Sano's looking at me from the side, seeing me is still in shock that I heard that.
they chose Conte
Unfathomable.
over Mourinho.
I get
answer?
it. He won a conference league with you guys. Like
Not Daniel, Antonio Conte or Jose Mourinho.
I'm gonna say Mourinho.
Thank you.
I
Football
understand,
heritage.
I understand where Sano's coming from, and it's true, like with what Conte's done. But like Mourinho, okay, I'll put it this way: Conte can be better than Mourinho.
fair. I think
But
that's a fair assessment.
Mourinho's obviously been doing it longer. He's won everything that you can possibly win, except the World Cup. But
As a coach national team.
yeah, but that's why I would pick Mourinho, to be honest with you.
I just think for Mourinho, for me, like
He changes teams, like,
Yeah.
and so does Conte. I'm not going to deny that. But okay, an example: when he coached Real Madrid, he turned that team into the biggest scumbag of a team. But
true.
they would win.
True.
Like
They were
It's true.
hard to
but
play
they were
against,
hard
man.
to play against. Like
'Cause they
they were
get-
feisty. They would get to your head,
man.
yeah.
Like I remember
and he
that.
brought that.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just Real Madrid is Real Madrid, typical. Like
Yeah, they just
beautiful
had the players.
players.
They just
and,
had the players
Yeah.
and just kind of went off that. Like, hey, we're good.
They were the
because we buy
Galacticos
the
for a
players.
reason, but they like nothing made them like actually be a team. I think that's like Mourinho's biggest thing. He's able to like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not discounting Conte by any means whatsoever. I just think Mourinho winning a treble with a team like Porto, that's crazy to me. You know, you look at Conte's European success. He literally struggles to get out of a group stage. You know what I mean? Like that's my biggest thing. Domestically, I would take Conte over Mourinho. But as a whole, I think Mourinho has more of a championship mentality where it's like, no, every trophy matters. I'm going to go for every trophy.
Yeah.
Whereas Conte, it's like, I'm going to build you for the league. You'll be sustainable for the next
Yeah, but Conte
X amount of years.
guarantees that. He'll build you
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
install that winning mentality, and get the players where he wants them, and then he'll leave, and that team will be set.
But I think
Mourinho, dude, he went to Tottenham, he couldn't do nothing. He went to Man U, he couldn't do
he brought
nothing.
them to their first final and was sacked before Mourinho.
What? What final did
No,
he bring
he
them to?
didn't.
Yes, he
No.
did. How
Oh,
much
the
you want to
Champions
bet?
League final?
Pochettino.
The
No,
Champions League final that Pochettino was at?
Hold on.
Pochettino was there.
You could go and Google fact check this or whatever. He brought them, I think it was to like the Carabao Cup or something like that. Something like that.
Poch brought them
Shitty.
to the Champions League final. That
Yes.
was before Mourinho.
Yes, but what
So
I'm
not the
trying
first
to
final.
So
the
back to my-
first final was
back to
wrong.
my
So he
original
brought them to a
point.
Carabao Cup final.
Back to my
man.
original
They had
point.
no trophies.
But
Back-
Tottenham also
back
made
to
no
my
signings
original
at
point.
that time either. So Mourinho couldn't get players that he wanted.
Thank you,
No.
Daniel.
Back to my original point though. Besides the Porto team that you had, okay, whatever. He
Thank you,
goes to teams
Daniel.
that are already established though. They have the players and talent. Dude.
Who?
Mourinho. You went to Inter, and like that team was already stacked. Was
He
it
does-
not?
No, this is the first
don't-
move. This is the first move he's really made in his career, Mourinho. That wasn't to like a
Stacked,
team that was ready.
right?
Yeah, okay,
And I
I'm-
respect that. And let's see what he can do. If he
Yeah.
could like win a Scudetto with Roma, obviously Mourinho's.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
But
Lazio was.
Again,
But you can say the same
Conte-
about Conte, though, really. He
Conte
went to
came,
Inter,
but like
Juve.
he came to Inter when Inter had
Chelsea.
Varero, Varero.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
I you know what?
But I get your point though. Mourinho on a international like Champions League, like he's
and I also
flawless.
think Mourinho long term when he leaves the team, he sets them up
Oh,
more
really?
for success.
really?
My thing is this, okay? And
Oh,
let
really?
me just say my one point here. I think it's because look at Conte when he left Inter. I think Conte left them in a good shape. I really do.
Better
players,
than Mourinho, but go ahead.
players were good, whatever. But what happened afterwards?
That's
Sucked.
that's the management because they didn't replace him.
Okay,
properly.
okay.
We replaced him properly when he left with Allegri, who Allegri worked better with players that were ready, and that's why when we replaced him good, you didn't see no transition where we started losing. We kept that winning going at that time, and we were actually doing even better because
Same
we
with
actually
Conte.
did better in Champions League. Went to 2 finals.
For Inter.
So as long as it's like Inter, and I called it from the beginning. If Inter replace Conte properly, Inter's going to be scary because they're set up now, and they can, as long as they make the proper signings with Marotta, they will. I'm like, Inter's going to be scary, but they're not making the signings because Steven Zhang doesn't want to spend any money anymore.
He
Can't spend any money
He has to
anymore.
ask the government first.
So Inter's like they're in a tight spot right now,
Yeah, financially.
and Inzaghi wasn't the right move to be in
Yeah.
this tight spot and have him because I don't think he's good enough to be Inter's coach.
I don't know.
Okay,
Next
question.
I was gonna say next question, 'cause
We
this is gonna drag
agree
on.
to disagree.
Agree to disagree. I'm glad someone's smart at this table, Daniel.
Okay.
Anyways, now the next question: Lautaro Martinez or Hernan Crespo?
Martinez.
Really?
Martinez.
I don't know. I'd go Crespo.
You think
Well,
Crespo?
when
No.
Crespo came to Inter,
Yeah, but don't think of it think of him like Crespo as like you're thinking of him in
during
his
the
prime.
time, that's why I'm.
Don't think of just the time at Inter.
Well,
Prime-
because you
prime
said
time.
Inter players, right? Like
No,
I'm
well,
thinking
I'm
of
just
the
thinking
time.
of
That's why I
player
compared
just-
Molito and Adriano because during their time, right? So why would I compare Crespo when he wasn't in his prime with Inter, right? So
He still did pretty well.
No,
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
I'm trying to name players that have played for Inter.
Okay,
but
for
don't
overall
judge them. Yeah,
career,
overall.
Crespo.
Okay.
Oh, overall career. And Martinez is still young, guys. You can't really like. If you
Yeah,
said
well,
like
who would you want? Who would you rather have on your team?
right now, like
No, I'm not, you're thinking Martinez at his best and Crespo at his best. Who are you taking on your
Crespo,
team?
I would
Taking
say,
Crespo?
yeah, Crespo, man.
Yeah, that's
So now
probably
you
the answer
guys
I would go
agree.
with,
Okay.
too.
Yeah, no, but like if you compare Martinez's time with Inter right now, it's the potential's through the roof.
Yeah, obviously.
And
Crespo
Crespo's time,
he
it was
older.
good,
Yeah.
but let's be honest, wasn't.
He's
It
no
wasn't-
Batistuta.
Okay.
You know,
Sure.
of course.
Next
Why'd you
question.
pull a Mourinho on the screen now?
Because I want you guys to look at that beautiful face while we were doing this whole thing.
Stop taking that off the screen.
No, look at that. That's football heritage on the screen right now.
Beautiful man.
Now we get to the Barcelona questions. Hopefully we puzzle Daniel a little bit here.
Nope.
Lewandowski or Suarez?
Suarez.
That's not even,
Quick round.
dude.
go.
Suarez is an animal.
Jesus Christ. All right. Pep Guardiola
Pep.
As a coach.
Pep.
Versus who? Who's the guy?
I can't even say
Pep
who's.
changed the game for not even just Barca, Man
For
City,
everyone.
For everyone. Everyone wants to play like how Pep
He's right.
generated soccer.
Or did Pep just take it from Johan Cruyff?
He learned from Johan Cruyff.
And he
So,
added his own style.
Johan
to it.
Cruyff
He
or
mastered it.
Pep Guardiola?
Pep Guardiola.
Okay, well, I thought that would be a lot more difficult. I was gonna say Pep or Xavi. So that's out the
Come
window.
on, Chavi.
Thierry Henry, because we're gonna pull on your Arsenal strings here a little bit because we know you like them. Or Ronaldinho.
Come on, Flo.
He's an Arsenal fan
See, the
too,
thing-
so that's why.
Man, you can't throw Ronaldinho into anything.
Dino was
man.
Dino, and like he was phenomenal. But man, like you watch him, like 'cause I forget sometimes. I'll watch some Henri like videos on.
Very.
Oh, he was
he
man.
doesn't get enough credit.
No,
based
he
on like
he
the
gets
world
like
class
brushed off.
players.
Like, he gets brushed off so
He
easily,
does
man.
get
But like
brushed off.
the
It
player
depends
he
how you ask.
was. Oh my god.
Depends how you ask me that. If you ask me who like out of those two who I'd rather have on the team to score a goal, I'm gonna say Henri.
Ooh.
But if you ask who would I want on my team just to have on my team, I'm gonna say Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
That's why
you
it's-
can't throw Ronaldinho to everything because like there's nobody that hates Ronaldinho. and,
Yeah,
like
Dino's the man.
I
he
don't know.
smiled while he played, man. The guy.
I'm
He
gonna say
embarrassed
Ronaldinho.
so many players, and I loved him for it.
Ronaldinho
Ronaldinho,
over Henry.
Yeah.
And for you?
We'll let
Oh,
our striker do
Dino,
this
all the way.
Yeah.
Joel. There's two players that, like, for me, completely changed the game. Baggio and Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho
Yeah.
changed the game.
I'd
for me.
always say I feel like with Ronaldinho, even for me, like, yeah, I love Totti, I love this guy, I love that guy, whatever. But like for me, even still, like Ronaldinho was that guy. I could just watch him all day, all night. He was
Legit.
just beautiful.
He changed the game.
Oh yeah, dude. He made dancing on the field possible.
He-
Honestly and truthfully, like as much as you see, like, oh yeah, Cruyff did this guy did that, Ronaldo stepovers. No, like Ronaldinho was the epitome
And-
of
and he-
dancing
playing.
and smiling.
And he did it in a time where, like, you can't get away with a tug on a
Oh, yeah,
jersey.
defenders would punch you in the mouth, slap you, like-
okay, yeah, it wasn't like the 80s or 90s, but mid 2000s, people were still dragging you to
Oh
the
yeah,
ground.
dude, look at the
You're still
beat.
getting
dirty.
manhandled.
He
And
was just
people have
like
tried too. Like
Hey,
you,
people
you
tried.
watch, people have tried against him.
tried,
And
and he's like
he's like-
later.
One of my favorite videos of Ronaldinho is when he's literally doing keep ups with his head. I think it's against like Atletico Bilbao or something like that. And you just see the three guys around him. One guy's grabbing his jersey, another guy's pulling his hair,
He's just
another guy's
going.
just swinging at his legs for no reason, and he's just there heading the ball around
Smiling.
them. And I'm like, okay,
And he was so just strong.
dude,
His
he,
ops.
that balance, like,
and
he-
fast too. No,
Yeah,
he
stupid
was
fast.
you don't
He had
take
pace.
like that. I can't even, like, I loved Ronaldinho too. He was one of my favorite players
We
growing
need a
up.
jersey of him.
For
know.
real,
I do need a
actually.
Dino
we
jersey.
need a Dino jersey.
I just don't know which one I want to get. I don't know if I want to get like a Brazil one or a Barca one.
I would get Barca.
I'm not definitely not
Hey,
gonna get a. I already have one Milan
here's a
jersey
crazy
up to
idea.
this. That's enough.
Every team he's played for.
Milan, Fluminense.
PSG.
PSG played for
That's
PSG.
right. He was on
PSG Dino
PSG.
jersey would be pretty nasty.
That
Dude,
would
people forget he played on
Like that-
PSG.
the
He
old
was
stuff
really
PSG.
nasty on that
Neymar went
team.
backwards in his career
Yeah.
and decided to join PSG afterwards.
Neymar
I don't
or
know.
Ronaldinho?
I was just
No, you
about to
can't
say
do
that.
that.
Neymar or Ronaldinho.
Neymar's supposed
you
to
can't
be
do that.
what Ronaldinho
I'm
was.
sorry. Still Ronaldinho. Yeah, I love Neymar. Still Ronaldinho.
It's the same thing. If you say like stats wise, I'm gonna go Neymar. If you like, who would I have on my team?
Ronaldinho.
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 So
I
you're
almost
taking-
said Neymar.
So you're taking Ronaldinho.
Yeah. I don't even know who the other guy is that you're talking about.
Flores has
I don't
a
know. For not knowing him, you almost picked him. So
he has a big hatred for Neymar. He at one point I think on Facebook had his name as like Daniel Neymar Flores or something.
He
Like
went to
that.
he went to the Brazil game
Yeah,
downtown.
dude, he
and everyone thought he
loved
was Neymar.
Yeah,
Everyone's like Neymar, Neymar. He was like, what? Who? Me? Me? No, come on. This guy loved Neymar. Even like when he had like that little mohawk like him.
I remember that.
That
high
mohawk
school like
was
that.
amazing.
Peak Flores. That was Daniel Flower Power. But kind of want to ask Henry or Neymar then. Who would you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because you know you're gonna always go with Ronaldinho.
Henry.
Okay.
Okay, that was fast.
Huh?
I thought that was.
Eh,
Wow, he's more puzzled than Flores.
I mean, I would pick Neymar, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, can I go back? Can I say Neymar? Just because Neymar does like a lot more than just score.
He
He
could
create-
score and he could
Henry-
do everything
Henry
else.
didn't-
I mean,
I
he
really
created,
like
but not
Neymar.
as much.
I think
I'm
Neymar.
a big Neymar.
Henry was like Mbappe before Mbappe was Mbappe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was just that quick as fuck guy that you were like, holy shit, where's this guy have
and he
speed
had that
coming
agility
from?
too.
He had that
Sneaky, man.
agility and he can finish.
Yeah.
Like he was just a
I feel
another
like, you know what,
animal.
honestly, dude, I feel like with Neymar, he gets a lot of slack, but it's literally just because he's such a prima donna.
Yeah.
And he falls at the blink of an eye and stuff like that. And that's why he's given so much. Because let's get real, I genuinely believe Neymar could dribble past absolutely everyone that plays right
Yeah.
now. There's not one defender I feel like that could stop him once he gets going.
I mean-
And I'll stand by that.
Materazzi, better.
Materazzi probably because he'll slap him in the mouth and say something about his sister.
Active defender. You're right.
Active defender, though. I don't think anyone could stop him.
No.
It's just the second he gets by the guy, they go like that to him. He's on the ground rolling around, grabbing his knee, saying
He
that
does
somebody
all
you know,
that extra stuff he doesn't need to because he's such a good player. Like,
and that's
he
what
doesn't need to do
that's
that.
why I think a lot of people
But
discredit.
how many
Neymar.
players do that?
I
throughout the
agree,
world?
Flo. It's like
But it's
every
because
every
Neymar's
person
at a
does
Because
certain
he's at the
standard.
top.
You know what I mean? When you're at the
When
top,
you're the
it's
best,
a standard, right?
When
So
you're the
it's-
best in your position, you're always going to be criticized the most.
yeah,
when you do
exactly.
stuff
It's like the
that.
same, like the same with teams. Everyone wants to see the demise of the bigger teams,
Yeah,
but I mean,
they hate us because they ain't us, right?
Those like Messi and Ronaldo, like during like those years when like it was like they were in their
buddy,
prime.
everyone was praying
But
for one of
every-
them to get hurt or
No,
something.
but
like
not even
that.
that,
No,
dude.
I
Like,
just-
the year before, they would both score like 60 goals. Then the next year was like, if they don't hit that 60, it was like, oh man, look, they
bad
would hit
season.
like
They're washed
55,
up, this
still
and that.
clear of anybody else. Oh man, look at them, they're already going downhill. And then the next
Yeah.
season they hit 70, and you're like, okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, it's
Dude, that rivalry they had.
Special.
I don't
It's sad.
think
They're like,
anyone
I don't
will.
know if we're gonna. I think now we're just gonna be just watching Haaland
There's-
versus Haaland.
No, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say. Haaland
there's
versus Mbappe.
always down the road. There's always generational players that come, guys. We
But
we
they
can't
also,
see it
like-
now because it's so fresh. but,
Yeah.
like,
Not Jose Mourinho, Joe.
best coach.
That picture's still up there.
Joe, get this guy off my
I
screen.
took him off.
Joel keeps going with this Jose Mourinho. I'm over it. On that
like
note,
him.
guys,
I love him.
if you haven't already, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Ultras11. And don't forget to hit up the YouTube channel because our new video will be up on Wednesday, like it is every Wednesday.
I like Al's facial expressions right now. He's very intimate.
he's very.
I just want to get past that because I want to finish things off with, guys, like we said at the beginning of the episode, don't forget to check out ultras.com. Got new merch up. It's only going to be up for a little bit longer. Then we're probably going to take it down. And once kind of the winter starts rolling around, we're going to release some new stuff. So keep a lookout for that. But until then, go check out what we got now. Everything is appreciated. We love you guys. Daniel, Sanno, thank you for
you.
joining us
Thank
today.
you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank
On
you.
that note, guys, we'll see you next week.